Well, welcome back, everybody. As always, I appreciate you stopping by. Just got home from work here today, and I got a couple things I got to get done. As you've seen in the opening pre-roll of this video, I'm in a t-shirt, and this 13 plus inches of snow that we got here in Southern Illinois is melting fast, and it has created a sloppy, muddy mess in the woodyard. So not a lot of woodyard activity. Plus, as you can see, I do not have really anything to split. With that being said, you also seen a sneak peek of something that's in my dump trailer, a new Wolfe Ridge demo. It's got to come out of there because I have a gentleman picking up a face cord of oak in the morning, so I have to get that hauled out of the new wood yard and brought back. I usually put it in my dump trailer and tarp it, and he just backs right up to it, loads it himself. So I need that dump trailer. For those of you that have been following along with me, you know I like a little bit smaller splitter. And you may have noticed in those teaser clips there that I've got a little bit bigger splitter on the trailer this time. This is a demo program. I don't complain with what Norm and Tom want to send me. It is their new demo. Norm has actually been using it. He actually split 8 totes with it the day I picked it up. So it is pretty dirty right now. I'm going to get that unloaded, get it all cleaned up, and then we're going to take a look at the new splitter. And speaking of new, if you guys haven't noticed there, I know a lot of you have been asking about merch and about hats and stuff. I do have hats available now on my website. That's going to be fulfilled by Bill Moon over at Backspin Graphics. I'll always leave links in the description for those of you that have been asking about that. I went with a Richardson 112 hat, and it's real nice embroidered. So for those of you that have been asking, there you go. You can go check out those hats. I'm going to quit yapping. I'm going to get this splitter unloaded, and I've been struggling with that. I do not have equipment, but I looked up the specs, and I think I'm going to be all right with the Honda. And I'm going to get that situated. And I thought, you know what? If I'm going to drop this thing off the trailer, I'm going to bring you guys along to see it. So let me get that situated. We're going to get the splitter unloaded. I'm going to bring some wood home and get that all on the trailer so it's ready to go. I'm going to clean that splitter up, and then we're going to take a look at it and show you what you got to look forward to in the upcoming videos. All right, so like I said, this has been on my trailer since first part of this week, but we've had so much snow, I really couldn't get it nowhere to make the trailer transition from the deck to the ground flatter. I usually use this hill in my yard when I got big stuff to load or unload, but there was so much snow here, but it's now melted down far enough. And I'll just tell you what the issue is with these tires and my ramps. I think I'm going to have to upgrade my ramps. Hopefully this works. This Lamar's got these stowaway ramps, which are great. Very, very heavy duty, but these angle irons, you just pull one out all the way. These angle irons have such a wide gap that those tires want to bounce down in there, causing a heavy machine like this to want to push my four-wheeler around. So what I need to do is probably have someone weld some expanded metal on here to kind of help it from going down in there. I think that'd be a great fix. And they should still be able to slide up inside of there. So let me get these ramps out. We're going to go get the four-wheeler. We're going to get this hooked up. And if I drop it, you're going to see it here first. Alright, so I know what y'all are thinking. Is he crazy? I looked up the specs on this unit, it's 1,850 pounds. So as you can see, I got my angle pretty good here. The only issue, like I said, is once those back tires on that splitter start hitting those ramps, it'll want to bounce a little bit. And I've got a wet yard. So I may get it off of here, and it might get, the four-wheeler might spin out as soon as I get up here, but at least I got it off, get the trailer out of the way, and then I can always back it down through here or shovel a spot. So fingers crossed. Alright, so that went very smooth. The only thing that I realized when I got to the top, it came down the ramps, I kept that momentum up, but when I got up to the top here and started turning, my four-wheeler tire was getting into the ramps, or to the jacks here. Now I got them flipped backwards, but that's the good thing about this design right there. I'll just take them off and we can have plenty of room here. All right, guys, so I got the splitter all cleaned up. For those of you that have been watching me long enough, you know how I am. Plus, it is very warm out here today. And like I said earlier, Norm split about 8 to 9 full totes and stacked it the day I picked it up. So it had a lot of debris and stuff down inside of it. And it's going to get very cold 2 days from now. So I wanted to get all of that out of there. That way it wouldn't freeze in there. And every time I split with a splitter, I usually get the leaf blower out and blow all the debris off so I stay on top of it. Because with a splitter like this, there is a lot of nooks and crannies. So, guys, I know I've been teasing you on this, but Norm sent me home a beautiful 35cc with the conveyor. So that's where your C comes from. Or that's what I call it anyway, CC. I have not ran this yet. I just got it, trying to get it unloaded like I said, but what a beautiful color. Really liking this color. When I order a splitter, that's probably going to be the color. I love that green. This thing is all decked out, guys. Electric start. You got the oil cooler there. Of course, auto cycle, adjustable wedge. He sent me with 6-way wedge and a 4-way wedge. And he also had the 12-way wedge on there. You guys know me. You know what kind of firewood I like to make. As you can see it right back here. I said, Norm, unless you want me to showcase that 12-way, I really have no need for it personally myself. But what a beast of a splitter. I'm gonna run out of daylight, so I am just gonna show you what is coming next on the channel. Like I said, guys, basically the same footprint minus the extension on the front of it and the conveyor as that 22 RS. I mean, yeah, there was a lot less hoses. There was no oil cooler. The push plate was a lot smaller. But as far as this frame, it all pretty well looks the same. I think it's a little bit beefier in the front end because of that conveyor. Don't quote me on none of this. I'm going to learn with this machine just like you guys are. I will always leave Wolfe Ridge's website and their YouTube channel in there. Bob Nelson does a great job at this. But for those of you that don't know, this is the attached conveyor. This stays on this machine. And you see I've got it strapped up for transporting it. There's two levers right, let me see if I can see it, right down there for your forward and reverse. Let me make sure. Yes, forward and reverse for the conveyor. And then the other one actually lowers the conveyor up and down. And it does have, just like the 17 VSC did, the leg that if you get it to the desired level you want, it will sit on the leg and take the pressure off of the hydraulics. But yeah, haven't used it yet, so look forward to that. This is Norm's current demo that he was using in his Woodyard, because for those of you that don't know, Widman Cycles in St. Louis is the Wolfe Ridge dealer of this machine, and Norm is a firewood guy. He's just like us. He's been producing and making firewood for a long time and sells firewood. So he was currently using this machine, and now it is going to be used by me for a while here, and it will be put up for sale. So as soon as you see the first couple videos, Norm will probably list it. And that is the purpose of this demo program, guys. You know, if you've been watching my channel long enough, that this splitter is probably not the splitter that I would choose. We all know that have been watching. I like a lot smaller splitter, one that Honda can move around, or I can move by hand. But man, what a beast. And I will say, I tell you what, it's balanced pretty good. Even though that conveyor is sitting there on the tongue, you've got that Magnum push plate and all of this weight with the motor and the hydraulic tank oil cooler at the back. It actually probably pulls a little easier than the 17 VSC. But that's not the purpose of this video. What I'm trying to say out of all that is, I don't have a tractor. I don't have equipment. This splitter is more of a specific splitter for somebody that's got a spot. They're going to set it and pull a dump trailer under it. They're going to leave it out. Maybe they have a little cover over it, and it's going to produce a lot of firewood. That is not my needs. I don't have a place to store it, and I don't want to leave a splitter setting out. So when it comes to this splitter, if you've got a Woodyard set up to leave one out and have a big enough area to turn around and pull underneath that conveyor, or you're filling IBC totes and you've got a tractor to get that wood away from it quick, before I even run it, I know this is going to be a splitter that's going to fit that person's needs. So what I intend to do is to run it. There's somebody out there, one of you, that might be looking for something just like this. So I'm going to put the footage out there for you. I'm not saying this is the splitter for me. Nothing wrong with this splitter, but it's going to fit a specific need of someone with a little bit different setup than I got. Not saying it's not going to split some wood. I'm going to put some wood through it, but I'm just saying, you guys know where I've been leaning more of the smaller splitters. So it's going to be interesting to see this one run. So we're going to have to save that until next time. As you can see behind me, the sky is starting to get dark. I've got a load of wood to go bring over here and get thrown into the dump trailer for a customer to pick up in the morning, but had to get this off the trailer, so I thought I'd bring you all along, and look forward to some upcoming videos of this splitter in action. So there it is, the new demo here in my wood yard. Hopefully you guys come back and watch some videos with this, and we're going to learn together. So all right, guys, that is going to wrap it up for this one. As always, I appreciate you being here. That is all the current wood I have in the wood yard. I was supposed to go in the morning and pick up some more, but it's going to rain all night tonight, so that is probably going to put the trip to the farm off for a little while. But then coming midweek, this next coming week, it's supposed to get real cold again, so I'm hoping for another freeze. So guys, that's going to be it for this one. Appreciate you being here. Hopefully you put up with all the yapping, but there it is. Can't wait to get some wood ran through that baby. So until next time, everybody, get outside. We'll see you.